What's going on, everybody? I am just going live this morning. How's everybody doing? Just give me 1 second here so I could fix this. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Can everybody hear me okay? Hey, Cool Gamer, what's up, bud? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. I am going live on my phone today. Hey, Daniel Living MN, how are you, buddy? Is the screen okay, and can you hear me all right? I got my headset on, and I want to make sure you guys can hear everything. Yes, I'm vertical today. I locked it in instead of horizontal, and it won't let me change it unless I go out. And I didn't feel like changing it today. So, but is the sound okay? And what do you think, Daniel? Should I go out and restart it and go horizontal, or do you think it's okay vertical? Yes, it is. It's okay. Let me do this right here. Move this over just a little bit. So I'm right in front of the TV here. Is the sound quality okay? Doesn't bother me any. Okay, no problem then. That's good. Yeah, I just you're vertical. Yeah, when I scheduled it, when I hit go live, it's on my phone. So I got my headset to my phone. It sounds good. Okay. Um, and I went go live, but it was in a vertical position. I didn't have it horizontal, so uh, I figured I'd go today just from my phone. It was easier. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, good. Yeah. So Native Wildman, your baits are sent out as of yesterday. They went out, so you should get them in a couple days, probably, hopefully by Friday. Daniel, I still got to talk to you. I'm gonna ship you some of those white paddle tails out. I just got to make them. Just give me a couple days to make those. My uncle passed away this past week. My dad went back in the hospital. So it's a little hectic around here right now with everything, getting everything done and all that. So, hey, Beverly, how are you? Thank you for coming in. So I decided to go live. I wanted to make a couple announcements today and just chat with the community, see how everybody's doing. But yeah, I did a ton of work. Thanks, Native. I appreciate that. But yeah, my uncle passed away, my Uncle Don. So, funeral coming up. Hey, working on trying to make a video for you and Sunfish King. Yeah, it's a tough time, but I just got to keep going. You know what I mean? And just keep staying busy and keep doing what I got to do because, like I said, I got a family too. My dad's okay. He had an infection in his bloodstream, and when he went in the hospital last time, it was because he was dehydrated. Well, gave him 2 stents, and the stents were in too long, I think, because when he was dehydrated, they couldn't remove them. So now they're scheduled today to take the stents out. They gave him antibiotics and that, and he's supposed to be okay. So they're just keeping him in there, removing the stents. They should have been out a while ago. So they're taking the stents out, and hopefully everything is good. We went down to my camp this weekend, and I had to put windows in. And we were down there, and me and a couple of the members down there were putting windows in, and my dad was laying there. He wasn't acting like himself. And then he said he was fine, but he wasn't acting fine. And then he laid down, and he said he was hot, and I felt him, and he had a fever. And being 17 had a fever, and it scared me. So we hurried up and I threw the one window in. We put it in, and the guy stayed down there. And I brought my dad home, put him in the air conditioning because it was warm out, and he felt better. We actually drove to my house, and then he drove home, and then he went to the hospital the next day, and they said it would be safer to get him in there and have him do all his stuff, get on some antibiotics and stuff. So I think my dad's going to be okay. But yeah, my uncle passed away 2 days ago, so his funeral was on Thursday. So that's what I'm dealing with now. But I sent all the baits out for the winners and everything like that. Sunfish King is in here. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming in. I just wanted to do a live. I'm getting close to my watch hours. I'm at about 700. Hey, Cody. How are you, buddy? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate that. Just making some announcements today, bud, and just talking to the community. I like to just chat with people, see what's going on. But yeah, it's been a rough couple days, but we'll get through it. You got to, you know. Like I said, I have a family and stuff like that, so you just gotta keep going and going and going. And so I went vertical today because I messed up, and when I hit go live, my phone was in a vertical position because I'm going with my phone today. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing a live on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And I'll be making baits for the Canadian fishing musician. He put an order in, so I'm going to make his baits that night. And then I'm going to probably have a guest up, a very special guest that night. And it's probably going to be the Sunfish King. He's going to come up and we're probably going to talk trout fishing because I am going to be giving away that night the lures that my past 3 videos, I went away with my family and we were catching trout. So I thought it would be a good idea to go out and buy the lures that I used during my videos and do a giveaway with them. So I went out this morning actually and I picked them up. So I got the Blue Fox spinners and I got the Phoebe lures. So I got a silver Phoebe lure, a gold Phoebe lure, and then I got 2 packs of 4 of the Blue Fox spinners that I use. So I have like the rooster tail style. They have they're a little different. They have like a minnow head on them with a blade, and then I have another side that are like actual rooster tails, but they're made from Blue Fox. Nice. So he's smoking fish right now. So yeah, so Sunfish King will be up on my live, which is awesome. That'll help me out a lot. He's a great friend of mine, like my brother, and he's coming up and gonna probably just hang out and talk trout fishing, because you know how he likes to catch trout. So, but we're gonna do that Thursday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on my channel. So please tune in for that. We're gonna be making baits. Hey, I did a fish fry last night. Did you? He did a fish fry last night. Did you video that, King? Rattle Trap's in here. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. Let's see. Rattle Trap, Native, Hog Deer, Living MN, Living for Jesus. Thank you guys for coming in. Beverly Moffat, thank you for coming in. If anybody wants to share any links, if anybody has... Yeah, King, we're on for May, brother. If you want to come up here, I'm gonna probably have to get off work Thursday or Friday, so I can be there. I work 3 to 11, so I will come up Friday morning. So I don't know when you were planning on coming out, but we could fish Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Saturday is the Freezer Bond Rendezvous, and I already made plans to go up there. So if you're willing to, you and Molly come up, and then we could take a ride up Saturday morning. We could probably get up and fish in the morning for a few hours, and then take a ride up to Freezer Bound, and we can meet everybody up there. That'll be the first time I'm going, so that would be real cool if you and I show up together with the Sunfish Queen. Happy Pretzel Day. We can be there Friday. Yeah, Friday morning would be awesome. Woman Outdoors, thank you for coming in. Tina Ladybug, thank you for coming in. If you guys would like to share any links, that would be awesome. So yeah, so Friday, if you guys come up, I will be there. What I'll probably do is, so I'm there already, is I'll probably leave straight from work Thursday night and head straight up to my place. So I'll be there in the morning, so you can get there anytime you want after midnight on Thursday. And then we can get up Friday morning. We can go out. The boat will probably already be there because we're going up a couple weekends before to get stuff ready. So the boat will be there. We can get up Friday morning, go fishing. That was your mother. Okay, so that was my mom saying Happy Pretzel Day. How's Daddy doing? And then we'll fish Friday morning, go up see Adam at Freezer Bound, meet everybody up there, hang out with them. I'm taking my crossbow up because I am going to do a 100-yard challenge with my crossbow. Try to smack a balloon, I think, at 100 yards with my new crossbow. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll hang out and meet some creators up there, and then probably come back and fish again Saturday night, and then get up Sunday and do it all again. So Daddy's doing good. That's good. So yeah, that'll be awesome, buddy. All right, Sunfish, thanks for coming in. I'll see you on Thursday night at 7, buddy. So that's cool. He'll be able to make it for our collab. That'll be a great collab, so you guys will want to see that. We'll probably do some live streaming during that time also, and probably cut a few videos also while we're doing it. So I got the 10-point Havoc 450. And I got it last year, and I didn't hunt with it all year because I wasn't sighted in or anything, because it was the scope on it is the 100-yard scope. Hey, Steve, thanks for coming in. And I didn't want to I'm not the type to just go out and take a new crossbow in the woods and shoot at deer. I wanted to make sure I was used to it. Central Valley, how are you? Good morning, bud. Thanks for coming in. And I wanted to make sure that I was sighted in correctly and all that, because you have to sight it in at like 20 yards. And then your scope, you match it to the speed. You don't mess with the crosshairs. You just sight it in at 20 yards. You move the crosshairs, get it on 20 yards. And then you go back to 50 and you shoot it. But then you adjust the speed of your bow on the scope, not the crosshairs. And once you're dead on at 50, then you move up to 20, make sure it's on. And then you're good from 20 to 100. So at Freezer Bound's Rendezvous, I'm going to take it up there and try to smack probably a balloon at 100 yards. So, and then also I have another announcement after the giveaways. We're going to do the giveaways and the bait making, and probably talk about trout Thursday night at 7 Eastern on my channel with special guest Sunfish King. And I'm making baits for Rich, the fishing musician. He put an order in for me. So that'll be Thursday. I have a few videos coming out soon. I have one on how to get... Hey, Dominique. Thank you for coming in. I have a video coming out how to get the oil stains off your boat carpet. So that'll be coming out soon. And I also have a cooking video coming out very soon, too, that I make a recipe on there. So that'll be coming out also. What else do I got? I got a few reviews that'll be coming up. I'm doing the Runkle tackle bag review and giveaway. So I'll be reviewing the Runkle backpack tackle bag, and then I will be giving that away also. And I'm probably not going to do a live with that. I was going to do a live review with it, but I think I'm going to make a video, and then I'm going to have you guys do something to get entered to win the tackle bag. So I have that coming up. Then I got my GoPro 10. I got the media mod kit that I'm going to be doing a review on that. So I'll show you with the GoPro without the media mod kit on it, and I'll show you guys how it looks and how it sounds. Yeah, the vertical thing, you can see both. That's cool. So I'm going to do the review on the media mod kit so you can hear the sound and everything. And then I'm hoping to be ordering the Rode microphone soon. I just sent Sunfish King a microphone today. I can't get it to work, so I figured if anybody can get it to work, it's probably Sunfish. So I sent it to him, and he can mess with it and see if it works for him at all. Then what else am I got going on? Oh, another thing pretty exciting is I'm working with another company for my apparel, for my shirts. I'm not going to have as many colors available, but I'm going to have 5 long sleeve performance shirts with colors available. That'll have my big logo on the front and the big logo on the back. I'm going to have the short sleeve performance shirts with the small logo in the pocket area and the logo on the back. And then I'm going to have just the pullover fleece hoodies. I'm going to have 5 colors of those also. And then on that, I'm going to have 5 hats that'll have 5 different color hats on it. And then I have a youth section. Now, the thing that we're working on now with the mock-ups and everything is the youth colors aren't available. The colors, some of the colors aren't available in adult. What I would like to do is just do the adult colors and then have the youth colors the same, but I can't do that. So right now I'm working with the company to get that, the youth colors ready to go, and then my colors. And then what I'm going to do is, instead of, it's not going to be an order on demand like you do some of these companies. You can just, like, if you go to Sunfish King and order a shirt off of him, you can order one shirt and it comes to you. With me, I'm going to have to place an order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pre-sale. I'm probably going to do it 3 times a year. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably put the pre-sale up for about a month. And then once I get the orders, then I'll place the order and send it out. Now, is that the ideal situation? No. But for my situation, it is. For the performance shirts that I want to sell, because I have to get like 12 shirts to place an order. So I should be able to do that within a month's time. If I do it quicker, then I will send it out. But I'm only going to do it, I'm going to post it for when I'm going to do the pre-sale. So every year you guys will know when my apparel will be available. And I'm going to do it like 3 times a year. You can place your order. You can pay PayPal or Venmo. We're going to do that. And then I place my order. They come to me and then I ship them out to you. That just works out better for me. My last company sort of screwed me over with shipping and everything like that. So, and I used to be able to order on demand that way, but I can't do that anymore. And it's very hard to find a company out there that will do on-demand shipping for performance shirts and stuff. So this company, I'm hoping that everything goes well and I could, sell my shirts that way. And like I said, they're performance shirts. I wanted to sell something that you can use while you're fishing and stuff like that, and what I use. So that'll be cool. And I'm excited. The hats look really good. They're the Richardson, I believe, hats. They're going to be two-tone. Some of them will be, you'll see the colors coming out soon. So, and what I'll do when I post it, then you guys can place your order with me, and then I'll order them, and you'll have them probably within 3 to 4 weeks after I get your order. So, is it ideal? Probably not, but my situation, it works best that way. That way you get a good quality product and you get a performance shirt out of it, and it'll be a good price also. So, I mean, I see some performance shirts out there for $35, $40, and it won't be that expensive. I'm going to keep the cost down low. Like I said, I'm not trying to make money on it. I just want to get them out there and get my name out there, and make a couple bucks on it, which, it'll go right back into the channel anyway. Yeah, the Richardson hats are nice. That's what I think this hat is here, this Winston hat. So, yeah, I wanted to get good quality stuff so you guys can use it. You know what I mean? Like, T-shirts are cool. I do like the T-shirts, don't get me wrong, even though I think Sunfish King sent me 3 T-shirts, and I don't even wear them. My daughter wears them. I ain't allowed to wear them. She likes them. She got the purple hoodie that he sent me for, he sent me the purple hoodie. He sent me a Bad Bass apparel shirt. He sent me Sunfish King shirt, and then stickers. I mean, there's a fight in my house every time I get Sunfish King stickers. So I just try to split them up. So I got one for my board, and I told him I want one for my boat also, so they could fight over the rest. But that's my announcements that I have today. Is my apparel coming out soon, so keep an eye on that. If anybody wants any baits, just email me in my description of the video. My email's in there, in the description of all my lives and stuff like that. It's in there, so you can email me. I usually get back to you that same day, so we can talk about colors and stuff like that, or what you want. You can go to my Facebook page and check out the baits that I make. I think I still got to put a picture of the Bang Bang Shad up there, I think. I got the razor craws up there now. My pig sticks are up there. The grass donkeys are up there. The burrow bugs are up there. You like the performance shirts? That's cool. Yeah, now when you won the shirts off of me, Daniel, that was the other company. But that's what I want. I like the performance shirts. Like, I fish in them all the time. So I wanted something that I could wear when I'm fishing. Now, I would really like to get the performance hoodies again, with just like the sunshade. And they don't make them at this company, so I went with the pullover fleece. And that's okay too, because sometimes in the morning it's chilly. You can put the hoodie on over your shirt and go out and fish. Once it gets warm, you take the hoodie off. But I like the UPF, the sun hood, on it. They were really nice. Smoky Tasha, I thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. I hope it does, Steve, because you're not performing too well right now, buddy. No, I'm just kidding, bud. Yeah, I would appreciate that. So let people know if you don't mind. Once I get it, the hoodie one is my favorite. Yeah, they're nice, Daniel, definitely. But I ask you guys as a favor, when I announce that and put it out there, please share it out and help me get some sales on it. Because like I said, it just goes right back into the channel anyway. I'm not trying to make money. I'm just trying to make the money that I do get, it's going right back in for my bait making and giveaways and stuff like that for you guys. So if you see the post out there, take it and share it out for me, as well as sharing my channel out too. That wouldn't be too bad too. But yeah, I'm getting close to my watch. Not close. I'm 700 away from my watch hours. So if anybody would like to play any of my playlists, please do. I do have the YouTube starter kit playlist up also, but that's not for, I don't get any time based off of that. That's just up there for when we do our, of course, can't wait. Cool, thank you. But the playlist with the YouTube starter kit giveaway, you don't get any credit towards time if people watch that, but it's up there to make it easier so people can see the entries. And with our YouTube starter kit, that's coming to an end very, very soon. So Daniel, my shirt boosted his performance. That's awesome. Keep it going. Keep that going, guys. Keep announcing that, Daniel, for me, that it improved your performance 10 times. I wish it would do that for me, too, but it don't. So, but our YouTube starter kit's coming to an end very soon, guys. So, if you got to get your entries in, I think I got 2 entries. I think some old man, and there was another entry, and I can't remember. I didn't watch the whole entry yet, but I will do that today at some point. And Sunfish is coming up with an updated video, and then once we do that, we're announcing the end date when it's ending, and then we'll both come out with videos on each of our channels on the voting video. It'll take 10. So then we're going to do the voting video, and then you guys will have 2 votes. It'll be one on Sunfish King's channel, one on my channel, and you get to vote for whoever you like. You got to be subscribed to our channels to do that. And then we'll announce when we're going to do the live to announce the winners. So that's pretty simple. We have a ton of prizes going out. I mean, I got my whole corner of my bedroom is stacked with prizes. So I'm sure my wife will be relieved once I mail all that stuff out. And that brings me to another point. If anybody would still like to make a donation with any baits or any apparel or anything for it, or even any kind of a donation with money to help Sunfish King and myself out with the shipping, because it's going to cost a ton of money to ship all this stuff out. We put a lot of our own money into it, but if anybody would like to make a donation, you could email me or you could email Sunfish King and make a donation to either one of us. You just write on there what you want it for. If you want it to go out for mailing, or if you want it to go, towards baits or something like that, you can just specifically say, I'm watching them catch some hogs on here today on fishing, so I'm like looking up at the TV too, which I shouldn't. Downtown Ernie Brown, thank you for coming in, sir. How are you today? That's awesome. Catching tarpon, and what else are they catching on here? I don't even know. So, but yep. So that's that'll be exciting for that giveaway to see who wins and stuff like that. And excuse me, we didn't want to just be the ones voting on it. Hey, Kelly Outdoors, thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. So, what do you think of my deer up there, Cody? You like that one? That was one of my local deer that I got here. It was over by my mom's house. I shot that one. I don't even remember what year that was. It's a nice high brow tine buck, a really nice buck. Thank you for sharing links. I appreciate that. So does anybody have anything they want to add and announce or anything like that, guys? But yeah, I'm really excited about the performance shirts coming out here. I'm hoping I get everything up and running. It's a good tall. Yeah, he's a nice tall buck. I didn't get him scored or nothing yet, but whatever. I have, Cody, I have this one here. This is my biggest. I don't know if you could see that one. That's my biggest right there. Here, I'll take you over to it. That's my biggest one right there. So that's the one that I got in Buckmasters with. I wrote a Russell Thornberry wrote a section on me in Buckmasters years ago. I think that was 2005. I shot that one, and I got an ad in Buckmasters magazine for that one, and I got it scored from Buckmasters also. It was like 130 or 128. It's that scored because they score it different than Pope and Young or Boone and Crockett. They give you credit for all of the antler mass and all the points and everything, but they don't give you the width of your deer. They give you all the total inches of your antlers, but they don't give you the width, which I like that. But it helps to have that width in there too. But there's no deductions in the Buckmasters. I was not a kid, Steve. You don't even know how old I am, do you, sir? All right, everybody in the chat, I'm going to do this now. Might as well get it over with. So, guess how old that I am. What do you guys think? How old do you think I am, guys? I get this all the time, people telling me. So you guys could, if you guys could take a guess, 40. Okay, keep going. 46, 42, 40. 50. 55. Damn, Ernie. Do I look that old? I got wrinkles? I don't think I have any wrinkles yet. I might have some crow's feet from fishing. 36, I appreciate that. I am 47. Living MM. You were guessing how old I was. But I already told everybody. I am 47 years old. You did say 45. Yes, you did. I'm 47. 47, I feel like I'm 60, though. I'm sore. 43 next month. Yep. I get it all the time. He says I'm still a kid. I used to get, before I quit drinking alcohol, 5 years ago, I was still getting carded. So, and people still think I'm 30 years old. So, but that just runs in my family. We all look young. My dad, he's 70. He doesn't look 70 either. So, hopefully that sticks with me the rest of my life. So, but I feel like I'm 65. Yes, the brain says you're 30, but the body don't. So Dominique says, damn. Kelly will be 14. You're just a kid. Yep, you got a lot of years ahead of you, buddy, so make it count. 42. That's awesome. They're catching sturgeon now on here, and they're huge. I'd like to catch a sturgeon. I wonder if Daniel has sturgeon up his way. Live in MN, do you catch sturgeon up your way? I thought you caught sturgeon on some light tackle last year, wasn't it? Just don't lift stuff, Kelly. You'd be like a messed up back. Or use your knees if you're lifting. I was told that. My grandfather, when I was younger and playing around in his house, I used to always run and jump, and I'd fall on my knees. And I would always fall on my knees and wrestle around. And my grandfather always said, one day when you get older, you're going to start feeling you're going to have bad knees. And there's sometimes in the mornings when I get up and it takes me a minute, I got to oil all the joints in my knees to start moving correctly. But I just did a retaining wall in my driveway this weekend on Saturday. Yeah, yes, you did catch that. I remember you caught a really nice sturgeon on 8-pound fluorocarbon. That's doing something there. That's awesome, Daniel. That's awesome. But yeah, I did a retaining wall in my driveway on Saturday morning. And what was it, Sunday night? I did Let's see. I took all the block off my wall. I backfilled it all in, put the block back up, leveled it all off. I did that. Then I cut the grass in the back, and then my dogs, my labs, that my backyard looks like a horse stable. I mean, it's just no grass, only spots. So I used that garden weasel type deal, and I did my whole yard by hand. Yeah, the neck and back. But I used that garden weasel. I did the whole backyard with that. Then I planted grass. I spread hay out. I watered it a couple times that day. Then I did the front yard and cut the front yard, and I fertilized the front yard. So Sunday night, I sat down in my chair and I was watching TV, and my wife was on the couch, and I went to get up, and she started laughing because I was like, I'm surprised she didn't hear me creaking and cracking. But I stood up. I was so sore I had to go and take some ibuprofen. What's people saying here? Do I garden off the hook? I used to do that. I used to be all into the trees. I have blueberries. I have thornless blackberries in my yard. I have uh, honeysuckle. I have butterfly bushes. I have all kinds of stuff in my yard, but my dogs are eating everything. I looked at my blueberry, or no, I'm sorry, my honeysuckle, and it was on like a trellis. And I'm looking at it, and usually it blooms by now, or at least you could see the buds on it. And I'm looking at it, nothing's budding. Well, here I look at the ground, and nothing's connected in the dirt. It's all chewed off, and it's just hanging there. So I ripped the trellis out, and I threw it out last week. So I don't have any honeysuckle. I got natural honeysuckle on my fence behind me on the easement going down over the hill that I have let that grow. But the honeysuckle that I had was for the hummingbirds. And we used to watch some of the hummingbirds come over and do that. So I'm either going to have to plant more honeysuckle there or something. But the dogs, my labs are like goats. They chew anything that's from where they can reach. It's almost like a deer when they're browsing. Any plant or bush that's 4 foot high where my dogs can reach is all bare under it from the dogs chewing on it. Like I'll go into my backyard and I'll see pine branches laying in the driveway because of these dogs. And but yeah, the blueberries are blooming. The blackberries they're the thornless ones. They grow on the ground. But I don't use them. I wanted to use them and make jam. Your shoulders and back feel, yeah, definitely. I had a rotor cuff injury I got operated on years ago, and that still bothers me. Yeah, he just checked the smoker. He has salmon in the smoker today. He's drooling. That's awesome. When I make salmon, sometimes I'm just starting this year. There you go, sunflowers. You got to start somewhere. He has bees. Hey, Kyle, how are you, buddy? Thanks for coming in. I'm vertical today. I'm not horizontal. I messed up when I hit my button, so now I'm stuck vertical. I didn't want to start the stream over, so I just left it as is. So I just made announcements, calling my apparel that's going to be coming out. I'm going to be putting it out there as a pre-sale. I'm going to do it 3 times a year. And so my apparel, keep an eye out for the apparel that'll be coming out soon. It's all performance stuff except the hoodies will be fleece hoodies. And I have youth sizes too, so keep that in the back of your head there, buddy. But Daniel, talking about the salmon fillets, my cousin does like a wild game feast every year at his house. And he called me up one day and he's like, hey, can you make something? And I was like, sure, what? Hey, Ryan, how are you, buddy? And he said, I don't know. He had bear, elk, caribou. NJ Fishing Maniac, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. And he said, what do you make? I said, I'll make whatever you want. He said, can you make fish? I said, how about salmon? So he's like, yeah, perfect. I said, can I grill it? You got to grill. He said, yeah, you can grill it when you get here or whatever. I said, okay. So I bought some really nice salmon fillets. I bought 3 big ones. And Ryan Smith has a new channel logo. Cool. And so I take it out there, and I got honey, brown sugar, cracked red pepper, and just a little bit of low salt soy sauce. And what I did was I put the honey in a bowl. I put the cracked red pepper in there. I put a little bit of ginger in there, salt and pepper to taste, and then I mixed it all in, put the soy sauce in and mixed it all in, and I coated it on the salmon fillets, and then I grilled it. And then that coating sort of comes off. So as you baste it on, you put it on with like a brush while you're cooking it. Well, the honey and everything, you cook it on high heat to get like a caramelization on the outside of it. And then it sort of stays moist in the inside. But you just got to watch when you're flipping the fillets that you don't break them up. So I coated it with that and flipped them up. And here, that was everybody, that was one of their favorite things that they had at the game feast was them salmon fillets that I made. So I keep that recipe in the back of my mind. I love to cook. Years ago, I was going to go to the Le Cordon Bleu school for chefs, but then I found out all the work schedule and stuff like that, and that was before I really knew what I wanted to do. Fish grill picnic. Here you go. We can do that, definitely. And I was going to go and, become a chef because I really like to cook, and my wife was like, well, do something. Dang it, Ted, now I'm hungry. I'm starving too myself. And so I went down, I enrolled in the school, I talked to them, I talked to the counselors and things. But the thing was you had to work when you wanted to be off. Like to have any good job, you'd have to work weekends, work nights. And I didn't want that because I was starting a family and stuff like that. So I sort of backed out of that. But I do love to cook. So that's why I introduced a cooking series on my channel. My daughter likes to cook and she's a great baker. My wife and her both are awesome bakers. They can bake anything you want. Their specialty is like lady locks. They can make lady locks like I got to go film out at the smoker. Be right back. Okay. And so my daughter loves to bake and cook. My wife taught her how to bake, and she is a great baker. They make cookies for weddings and stuff like that. There's always people requesting lady locks from them because they're really good at making them. But I love to cook, and my daughter does too, so I figured I'll introduce that into my channel. And even though it's not all game cooking, it's still a family thing, and it's part of our family series. So we love to cook, and I love to eat too. But I'm trying to get my carbs down now for the summer, to get that summer body on you. You got to show the guns in the summertime. But now I'm usually fishing anyway, so I'm usually covered up. Living for Jesus. That's why I backed out of being a realtor. Great money, but you work. Yes, you work weekends and nights, and I did not want to do that. But now, I went to school and I got my degree in carpentry and technical construction. So I built homes for about 4 or 5 years as a carpenter, and it was from the ground up. It was a really good company. It was a family-owned company. They were small, and we did everything from site work to finishing trim, and I was a part of all that, exterior, interior, and all that. And then they build certain homes and certain plans, and they just didn't have the sales to keep me on, so they laid me off. And then I went into the maintenance technician into a school district, and hopefully there's where I'll retire. So it's not as hard of a work as laboring, humping wood, building homes. So as I get older, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna not want to be framing homes in minus 10-degree weather anymore when I get older. So it was a good thing, but I believe everything happens for a reason. My wife works; she has a great job. So we're good. I'm good where I'm at. So as long as you're happy with what you're doing, I'm happy with what I'm doing. I just don't like my 3 to 11 shift because I don't see my kids during the weekday too much, because when I'm at work, they're doing all their activities, and then when I come home, they're sleeping. And then when I'm sleeping during the day, they're in school. But there is a plus coming up here in June. I'll be going back to daylight 7 to 3:30. For the summertime. When the kids get out of school, I go on daylight. So at least I have my summers with the family. So, but yeah, if anybody in here would like to send me any channel decals or any stickers, please email me. My email's in my description. Email me, and I can send you my address, and we could do a sticker swap or a decal swap. Also, I want to get as many decals and stickers on my board, on my shout out board, as possible. For iron worker for 14 years, yeah. Yeah, that pandemic screwed up a lot of people's jobs, man. It screwed up a lot of things, but we won't go into talking about that here. I don't really like to talk about politics or anything like that on my channel. So I just like to have fun, keep it family friendly, and have fun. I will try to get some decals soon to send you some. Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely I put them on my decal board. I call it my shout out board. And when I do lives, I always before my live is I give all the channels that are on there a shout out. So your name will get mentioned a few multiple times on my channel. So just so you guys know, if you'd like to send them to me, please do. Uh, my email is in my description of this video and all my videos. So because I found a place to get 25 for 10. Yeah, and if Kelly, if you look on Instagram, if you're on Instagram, I do the same thing. I wait till they have those deals like 50 for 19.99, and I always make sure that they're the UV waterproof stickers though. I did have some stickers made by my daughter's friend from school, and I wanted to support her because that's what she does. And I bought 100 stickers off of her, and they're decent quality. They're thin, but they're still like a waterproof. And she puts them on their cups and stuff, and they run them through dishwashers. So I know that they're decent stickers. They're just a little thin, but I am getting with her to get a thicker material, a UV material, and waterproof, more of a waterproof material to put on like your truck or something like that. I have a few big decals now with some Instagram and Facebook stickers that I got to put on my vehicles. Once I clean my truck and do the windows, I'm going to put them on my vehicles, and then my boat, I got for my boat windshield, so I can advertise my channel, when I'm driving around too. So that's another good idea. If anybody, for advertising, they say your vehicle is one of your top advertising tools that you have. So I'm definitely going to put my decals on my truck windows and my boat. So when I'm driving around, it'll have the YouTube sticker with it and the Instagram and Facebook. I have yet to find a fish angler, or if you can get just the symbol, but I don't think a lot of people know the symbols of the fish angler and fishity or fish brain out there. So I haven't found one that says like fish brain yet, but I'll have to look on fish brain's site because I use all those social media platforms. But I do have an Instagram, a Facebook, and a YouTube stickers to go with my decals. I didn't make it all into one. I found it to be cheaper to get my decal made. It's an 8x11 decal off the hook. And then I bought the stickers separate to put them on my windshield. I just found that to be cheaper than getting one big decal made with the YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook on it. So does anybody have anything planned for the weekend? I don't know how the weather will be in your area. He has a pet turtle the size of a quarter. When I first started my channel, I came up with stickers. I went around town and asked the local gas station and convenience stores if I could put a sticker on their door wall. Yeah, you can do that. Mine will probably end up in bathrooms. Put them in the bathroom stalls. But I have a few of those big decals for sale. They're like $11 for the 8x11 off the hook decal. I actually just sent one out to Rocco from the Laugh channel today. He wanted to put one on his kayak, so I sent him one of my big decals out today. Along with Mark J. Larson, he won our bait makers collab that we had the other day. He won the giveaway for like getting something from each of us, so I sent his stuff out today. Yeah, stick it in the bathroom, can't miss it. Bushwhacker Mountain TV on the road for work, but wanted to stop in to say hey. Hey, thank you, Bushwhacker. I appreciate you coming into my channel and watching my videos and commenting. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, buddy. So I appreciate you stopping by. NJ Fishing saying, hey, Bush. So the quality of the sound is okay today. You can hear me okay. The video quality's good. I'm going from my phone today. Hey, Daniel's back. Awesome. How's that salmon looking, Daniel? Sounds great. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I am getting a Rode wireless mic. Now I was gonna get just the one mic, and me and Steve and I were talking about this last night on Earl's Live. Steve has a really cool mic, and it's really good price. It's like I think it was like 40 some, 50 some bucks for this microphone, and it sounded really good. And he was far away. It's actually lake trout. Okay, internal temp is 141. So his microphone was really quality sound. I mean, he was far away from his mic and his phone, and it sounded like he was standing right next to it. So, but I've just looked up some things, and I really like the Rode mics. They're a high quality microphone, and they are compatible. I just got to get a wire for my iPhone, but they're compatible with my GoPro 10 and my iPhone, and they're ranked really high up there. But I'm not saying they're the best, but they're pretty good quality. But that Izon or Izonic isophone or something, like I can't remember what it was called. If Steve's still in here, he could maybe mention it. But it was really good quality, and it was like, I think Big Skip looked at it last night, and it was like $94 for the one. So that's really good price for good quality audio. So I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna check that microphone out also. That is not the shotgun mic, Daniel. That is the wireless microphones. They have the one microphone with the one receiver for $199, and then they have the little dead cat on it that you could turn on it. It's called the Go and the number 2, the Rode Go2 mics. They upgraded them this year, and they said that they're really good quality. So I'm going to get those, and the two receivers with the one, or the two mics with the one receiver, I believe is like $279 for them. So I'm going to, I won a Amazon gift card from Dark 30 Outdoors from his Watch and Grow the other night. So that's going towards it. So that card's put away to save up for my Rode mics. And they're compatible with the iPhone and the GoPro 10. So, and I have the Media Mod Kit. So I'm going to try it on the Media Mod Kit because it has the jack right there. Or you can get the wire also that goes right into your GoPro. So, and that'll be good, I think, for live streaming. And I wanted 2 microphones. I was thinking about it. And the one mic on me, I may look into the dual. Yeah, the dual mic is nice. It's the Rode Go2. Check those out, Daniel. I think you'll be impressed with them. And they're really good, high quality. And that's what I'm trying to do with my channel this year, is I'm trying to improve on my equipment to make my content better. So I'm going to try to go with the higher end stuff. I'm not saying the best stuff. I mean, everybody just go what you can afford. But I'm trying to just go to the next level with audio and stuff like that. And instead of me having one mic on me and having a guest in the boat or something, and they probably could hear me. Kyle and I were talking about that, and they probably could hear me through my mic if I'm talking to them on my boat because it's such a good mic. But I still wanted that option of having 2 to give to the person on my boat, because if he's standing at the end of my boat and I'm there, I think you'll be able to tell the difference if I have the mic on me when I'm talking. Even though you could probably hear my guest talking on the boat, it'll still be a variance in sound. So I wanted the guest to have a mic too, and me have a mic, so our quality and sound is the same on my videos. I think that adds to the quality of your video, is having, you don't want somebody talking really low and then you're switching to me and I'm talking normally, or a good sound quality, and then you have one of your guests talking and you can tell that difference. I think that's a difference maker in videos a lot, is you can tell in the audio. So that's why I wanted to have the 2 microphones. That's just my preference. You don't have to. That's just what I believe. I'm not saying it's correct, but just that's what I want on my channel, is to have, the sound quality be as equal for my guests as it is for the host, which would be myself. Or if my kids are on the boat, I hook one of them up. As long as one of my kids don't drop the microphone in the water, we're okay. But yeah, I just want it to be all on an even scale with the sound. And then when I'm by myself, I could put a microphone, the receiver on my GoPro on my boat window, and it's going to shoot at the front of the boat where I'll be at. So anywhere on the boat, it'll pick me up fine, because it's like a line of sight thing, which is like 200 meters or something like that. So, hey, Transition to Power, how are you, buddy? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. But it's like, I guess that's 300 feet or something. So that's plenty. And Steve was out in the ocean and his phone was on shore. And he sounded like he was right next to his camera. So, yeah, I'm anxious to get that, and sort of an upgrade to my channel. So we'll see. I'm watching hunting now. I'll probably go till about 12:30 with this live here, so you guys know. But I appreciate everybody for coming in. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. I appreciate that. That helps out. And then after this live is posted, if you wouldn't mind going back into the live and making a comment, I'd appreciate that as well. I might as well make some of my little plugs here. For you, hey, off the hook with friends, just talking. Thank you, Fishing Time. Let's go. I appreciate that. I have an external mic on my camcorder. It makes yeah, and it does make a huge difference, Cody. And you can tell in the video, the quality, definitely. School long cut wintergreen, Daniel. I don't promote it because it's bad for you, so kids don't do this. But it's the school long cut wintergreen is my choice. I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I gotta have something bad for you, right? But so if any of you guys have not heard about Eternal Anglers, Daniel and myself are both on the pro staff for Eternal Anglers. Your boat trailer blew a seal. Yeah. Okay. I have the liquid bearings on mine where they get hot, they expand, and then they contract. That's not good, Dark 30. So if anybody haven't heard of Eternal Anglers, myself and Daniel are on the pro staff. You can go to either one of our channels and pick up our link and go in and check out Eternal Anglers through either my link or Daniel's link. I'm sure he has a share code to get 10% off like I do. Mine's Off the Hook 10. But if you'd like to go into either one of our Eternal Anglers, check out the apparel that they have there. If you go through my link or Daniel's Live at MN's link, we do make a small commission. So that helps the channel out a lot. You can go in and use our share code and buy. They have some great gear in there. The bait binders, it's a really popular seller now, has a few of my baits in them. So I think that's $19 for the bait binder. So go check out all the gear from there and use my code OffTheHook10, or go to Daniel's and check it out. Oh, you don't have a link yet? Okay. I have a link in my description, so I guess go check them out through me. Also, I am on the Amazon affiliate link, and all these microphones and stuff that people are buying, and all these accessories and things like that. If you think about it, and this is one thing, it's pretty hard to get into all the followers and that, because I forget about it myself too, and I have the link. You're gonna get a bait binder, okay? But like if you're buying anything on Amazon, go through check out my Amazon links in my description. It's hard because like if you're out there buying stuff, you don't think to go to a YouTube channel to go through the link. But if you go through the link on my channel, I have a list of Amazon affiliate links in there of all the equipment and stuff that I use, baits, rods, reels, all that stuff. You can go in there and buy that stuff right from that link. But you don't have to necessarily buy what I have listed. You can go through that link and then browse and buy whatever you want off of Amazon, and I still get credit for that sale, and I'll get a small percentage of that sale, and it goes back into the channel also. So if you guys do remember that, I'd appreciate that, to go into my affiliate links whenever you're buying anything on Amazon. Hey, Polar Bear, thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. But go through the Amazon links, click on through my link and browse and buy slippers. You want to buy a sweeper, you want to buy a fishing rod, you want to buy coasters, or whatever. Yeah, and that's the thing. When people place orders, people forget about using the links. I go to a few links in different channels and try to support them. Kyle's a big supporter of my channel also, so I try to use his links a lot and do that. But yeah, if anybody has affiliate links, go through them. It helps the channel out a lot. And like I said, the price isn't any different. Like if you buy it off of my Amazon link, or if you go to the regular Amazon link and buy it, there's no price difference. It's just that I get credit for that sale. So if anybody's buying anything off of Amazon, go into one of the descriptions of my videos, click on one of the items. You don't necessarily have to buy that item. Then just go into the search bar and search what you're looking for. And when if you do put it in a cart, you have like 24 hours to buy that and I'll get credit. But if you put it in your cart and 3 days later you buy it, I don't get the credit for it. So if you got an order in your head and you want to buy something from Amazon, think of Off the Hook Outdoors and go to my affiliate link and purchase something off of there, and that goes back into my channel, and that helps for the giveaways and the bait giveaways and things like that. So I'd appreciate that. So yeah, the weather here today is crappy. It is cloudy and raining. Yesterday, this past weekend, this past weekend was beautiful, but I was stuck working in the yard, but I had to do it because, you know how it is. You got to catch up on your chores. And so I worked all weekend down camp, and then I had to come home with that issue with my dad getting sick. So I brought him home, and he's in the hospital now, but he's getting better. So, but I did that Saturday, came home Saturday, did the wall, cut the grass, and I was sore. Nice. I have Helix 7s on my boat. I have the down imaging on the front of my boat mounted, and I have the side imaging and GPS on my console. I got them when they first came out. They had the 5s, 7s, 10s, and I got the 7, the Helix 7s, and I love them. I didn't know how to run them at first. Yeah, you got about the charger. Yeah. I didn't know how to run them. I thought I did, but I did not. I couldn't. I thought I was working it properly, and I wasn't for almost a year, a half a year. And then I got on to the Hummingbird website, and I talked to a representative there, and he took me to an online class. And they also had in Pittsburgh, they had a Hummingbird. It was Greensburg. They had a class, and I went to that class, and I learned all the settings that you should have. And I'm thinking on my settings, everything should be turned up all the way, and you'll see everything. And that ain't the case. There's interference, there's the ping values, there's all kinds of stuff you got to know that I didn't know. I thought I knew, but I didn't. The mega sided deal. Yeah, and you definitely got to study it for your benefit, Daniel. I would definitely look at the directions and Google it and go online and go to Hummingbird's site and watch their classes and things like that, because it helped me out immensely. I had my side imaging spread out as far as I could, and when you do that, it distorts the signal. So I brought it into like, hey, Uncle Gary, how are you, bud? Thanks for coming in. I have it within 30 or 40 feet off of each side of my boat. You got the Helix 7 also. Yeah, I love the Helix. I love the Hummingbird packages. I love them. Garmin's really good too now. They're coming out with a lot of good stuff, but I'm a Hummingbird fan. I had Lowrance's growing up. Hey, Monica, thank you for coming in. I'm having a good day today so far. Now that you're in here, I'm having a better day. But 30 feet, 40 feet off of the side, pings, everything set low. Yeah, there is a bunch of videos on it. Ace's Blue Fox Lures came today. Cool. So I'm actually giving away those baits on my live. I'm doing a live Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And I'll be giving away all the lures that I caught all my trout on my past 3 videos. So I'll be giving away a pack of I think there's 4 of the Blue Fox spinners. And then there's another pack of Blue Fox spinners that are different. They have like the minnow head. And I have 2 Phoebe lures that I'm giving away Thursday night at 7 o'clock. And I'm going to have a special guest up with me. It's the Sunfish King's going to come up on my channel, and we're going to talk about trout. So, because I'm going to talk about trout probably one more time or two, and then it's on to bass and muskie for me. So that's what I'll be doing. The Mega Live, maybe get one next spring. The Mega Live, yeah, and I think that's what, like the Live Scope, their version of the Live Scope on them hummingbirds. But yeah, I got my settings on now, and sometimes when a fishing isn't good up in my lake, and I like to study and research things. So what I'll do is I'll just go out, or I'll take the kids out for bass, baby. Yeah, I'll take the kids out on the boat just to go for a ride, but I'll watch my sonar, my helixes, and I'll just look for structure in the lake. And if I find something, I move my cursor over and I mark that spot. And then next time I'm fishing and I'm out there, I have those spots marked. Hey, Filipina, how are you? Thank you. Yeah, the muskie's coming up too, Uncle Gary. Thank you for the thumbs up, Filipina. I appreciate that. But what I'll do on a bad day, or if I'm not catching nothing, or if it's scorching hot out, I'll get the kids and we'll go for a ride on a boat, because it's always cooler on a boat when you're going, 55, 60 mile an hour. But I'll just drive around the lake, and if I find some structure in the lake that I like, I'll move the cursor over and I'll mark that spot, and I'll put a marker on it. And then when I'm fishing out there by myself or whatever, I'll go try the spot and see if you're catching fish off of it. And if I'm catching fish off it and I do well on it, I usually keep that in the back of my head for that spot. There's a lot of spots that I went to, though. We have to get him on a muskie this year. Yeah, we will. Definitely get him on a muskie. But when I find a spot and I'll go fish it, if I don't do too well on it, sometimes I erase it. I probably shouldn't. Yeah, I fish drop shot. I don't fish Ned rigs as much, but I would like to learn the Ned rig for smallmouth, definitely. But I fished a drop shot. I have that down pretty good. So I need to get a drop shot mold, though, for me, for my bait making. I'm looking for the perfect drop shot mold, and I haven't found one yet. But when I find one, I'm definitely going to buy that mold, one I really like. And I use right now, Daniel, Mizmo, Mizmo, Mizmo Scorpion Tails. I find that the smallmouth love that. And I have a 2 or 3 packs of each color that they make, and I go out and I throw them Mizmos on a. I have VMC drop shot hooks with the swivel on it, so they don't get twisted up with the line. So I put a Mizmo on that, and I'll use the tungsten weights, the angler tungsten weights under them. And I usually put a mono dropper off of my hook going down to my weight, so if I ever get stuck, I could snap it off if I want. But it stinks losing tungsten weights. They're expensive. So there's different kinds. There's little cannonballs. There's straight ones. We're going to try to film a Minnesota record muskie being caught this year. That's awesome. But yeah, I'll get on some muskie. I'm definitely going to do some more muskie videos this year. I think me and Kyle from Dark 30 are going to meet up. And we're going to fish. Excuse me. We're going to fish Ohio. That's where he's from. He knows a lot of the lakes down there. But I think we're going to fish Piedmont down there. That's where he said, that's a good musky lake. So we're going to probably fish Piedmont Lake. I'm also going to be doing some videos down there of shore fishing for muskie. There's a really nice stream down there that runs in, and the muskie come up. Right now, the muskie are supposedly in there, and I guess they're spawning. Stop the yawning, Ted. I know. I got to go to work today at 3 o'clock, too. I got to leave at 2, so I'm a little tired. But I could sleep some other time. My buddy's caught 7 record muskie. Wow, that's awesome. 7 muskie records. That's amazing. But the creeks that these muskie are in, that we're catching them on, like we call them wake baits. I want you to start living as a woman. What do you? Judgment Day. I want you to start. Yeah, I could start living as a woman. Judgment Day. That was a smart comment. It threw me off there for a second. Sorry, guys. The muskie that are coming into the creeks, I guess they're spawning right now. I guess they're spawning right now. And they weren't hitting anything because I had a buddy down there fishing them. And he was dragging baits past them all day, and they weren't hitting them. So I think that they're spawning. What would you say, Kyle? Would you say that right now they're starting to spawn down there? Because that's what my buddy told me, that he thinks they're spawning because they were all up in the creeks. So I don't know if that's the time of year that they're doing that. He couldn't handle living as a woman. No, I don't think I could. Monica's funny. So, but yep, thank you for everybody being in here today. I really appreciate that. Hit that like button if you haven't already. So, in creeks and rivers, yes. Okay, so you are saying that they are spawning right now down at Judgment, and I want to start having a relationship. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Judgment Day. Sorry about that, buddy. To spawn early. Thanks, Living MN. I appreciate that. um, yeah, so if they are spawning in the creeks right now, that's probably the reason. Enjoy your live off talk. Bye for now. Thank you, Filipina. You have a great day. Thank you for stopping in. Hit that like button on your way out if you don't mind, if you haven't already. Um, but yeah, he was dragging baits past. I mean, he was seeing the muskie in the streams, and he was dragging baits right past them, and they paid no attention to it. So I'm waiting. I guess I don't even know when they. I guess the end of the month should start getting good. And those muskie in that stream that we bank fish off of, those muskie come up in there, and when they are up in there, they're up there for a reason after the spawn, I'm sure, and that's to feed. And we use top water and we use wake baits and big crankbaits, shallow diving crankbaits, square bills work also on them. But you got to make sure you have a metal leader on them. You have to, or a mono, 100 pound or better. I don't like the mono leaders too much. I like the steel leaders. It's just a confidence thing for me. I know mono has its place, or fluorocarbon leaders. Um, the uh, the mono leaders or the fluorocarbon leaders, I guess there's a place. Fish big live suckers. Yeah, now last year up at my lake, they were catching suckers in the creek. And they used them and they hooked them up on their harnesses and they put them on balloons and they threw them out the back of the boat when they were throwing lures. And they caught a couple muskie on. They were smaller muskies, but they caught them on like 6 or 8 inch chubs, creek chubs. But I'm sure the bigger chubs, the better with that. So I may try that. I make. Yes, we are all about positiveness, Judgment Day. So no, keep it family friendly, please, in here. I'd really appreciate that. But the harnesses, I used to do my own leaders, my musky leaders. I used to crimp all my own leaders and everything like that. So, hi, I'm new. Yeah, don't just don't say stupid stuff on here, buddy. Or I don't know who you are, but please keep the comments clean. There you go, Monica. But I used to do my own leaders back in the day. It was cheaper for me to do that. 130 pounds for trolling. Okay, 130 pounds. So you go with a bigger one. Yeah, for the trolling, that makes sense. For me, for casting and stuff, I never really liked them because I use a lot of jerk baits, and the mono would it would hang up on itself sometimes with the jerk baits. But I don't like the stiff wire leaders either for the jerk baits. People buy those stiff wires to keep that jerk bait out away from their line so they don't get tangled. And I'd rather prefer getting tangled and cleaning it off. Thank you, Philippine. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, I used to use it's called the Toothy Critter, and it was a good wire leader. It was a green nylon coated wire, and it was tieable actually. And I used to crimp them anyway. And I still have leaders that I made 10, 15 years ago that I haven't used yet, and they're brand new. I put the ball bearing swivels on them. I never went with the barrel swivels. I like the ball bearing swivels for those. It just helps, it's a smoother swivel. So I used the higher end ball bearing swivels and the I crimped my own, and they worked fine. Muskie don't. I'm so ready for bass and muskie fishing to take off. Yeah, I'm getting there too. With the weather breaking and starting feeling that warm weather, it's starting to get that itch. Uh, the trout season, Like I said, excuse me, Monica, I'm yawning again. The trout season, I used to fly fish for trout all the time. I'd go walk the streams, I'd go steelhead fishing and stuff like that. I just don't, I haven't had the time. And that time of year, it's breaking from the transition from hunting to fishing. And then with my places, my rental properties, and then my lake house, it's like I don't have time for that trout fishing. But when I do have time, I like to take my kids like we did this past. Yeah, chasing smallmouth is great. I got on them a couple years ago, and I haven't looked back on the smallmouth. A good smallmouth bite is just as good as anything you can catch, in my opinion. Hopefully, I get on the smallmouth early this year and I follow them because they do move, and you have to get on them in the lake. Fortunately, with my lake, it isn't real big, and I can usually cover the lake and find the smallmouth and follow the pattern that they're on and stay with them most of the year. And they'll move in shallow and out deep, you know what I mean? Just like a largemouth. But you're better off finding them on the drop-offs and things like that. For now, I just got my main mushroom hunting spot. Gotta run. Okay, man. So he's mushroom hunting. I never did that either. Morels and stuff like that. I never went mushroom hunting. Now, we found some big sheephead mushrooms in Ohio when we were hunting, and one guy was like, grab them for me. So we used to take these big mushrooms the size of basketballs. Yeah, you do, man. I would definitely do the smallmouth for sure. But you catch a 3 pound smallmouth and it pulls. It fights 10 times as hard as a largemouth. Not saying that all largemouth don't fight. I'm just saying there's a smallmouth fight is an awesome fight, especially when you're doing drop shot. We'll see you, Kyle. Especially when you're drop shotting and all that, because you're using lighter line and lighter tackle. So my drop shot rod is really, it's a Mojo Bass drop shot rod. Hey, Jeremy Albrighton, how are you, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Pork chop, how you doing, buddy? And so when you got a smallmouth on 6 or 8 pound test, it's definitely a fight because you can't horse them. You got to let them run and fight, and then they get to jumping and stuff, more aerial footage. That's awesome when you can do that. Jeremy, what are you up to today, bud? You working or are you at home? Thanks for coming in, bud. Hit that like button if you haven't already. But yeah, I'll be ending this fairly soon here because I'm gonna go get ready for work and probably eat something. And but I wanted to get on and make that announcement. Oh, you're working? Okay, maybe you're on lunch break. But I'm doing a live Thursday night at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna have a special guest, Sunfish King up. I'm going to be making baits for the Canadian fishing musician Rich. He put an order in, so I'm going to make those baits during that live. I like to do that. I think I got something there with when people orders, unless they specifically say they don't want their colors shown or something. But I think that's a pretty good live, making baits for the fellow YouTubers and things like that, so you guys can see what I'm making for people out there. I think that's pretty interesting. So I think I got a good thing there, so I'm going to continue doing that. And then during my live, I am going to give away my last 3 videos, my trout videos with the family and the kids. And then I have my solo trout video that I just put out this past couple weeks. I'm going to be giving away the lures that I caught the fish on in those videos, which I think that's another good thing that I may start doing is the lives following. Like if I put out a series of videos and I'm catching bass or whatever, muskie on the baits, I think I'm going to follow up with a live after that to talk about the videos. Okay. And I'm going to follow up with the videos with my lives and probably do some sort of giveaway with the baits that I caught the fish on. I think that's a good thing to do. I think people would appreciate that. So I'm going to try to do that. I won't be able to do that every fishing video, but some of the videos that I do, there will be a live to follow, talking about the video and how I caught them and things like that. Because I'm trying to go more of a topic-based or a technique-based video when I'm doing my videos now. Instead of just going out there and catching fish and showing you fish that I catch, I want to give you some more in detail. Uh, yeah, they are fire, those lures. They are on my Amazon affiliate link too. But you might want to wait till after Thursday and see if you win them. But I got the Blue Fox spinners on there, 2 packs of each. One is like a rooster tail style, and one is like a minnow rooster tail style. And then I have the 2 Phoebe lures, the silver and the gold, that I'll be giving away Thursday night. But with my channel is I want to go more of a topic based or technique based and go more in depth on what's going on in my videos and explain some of it. Now, some people might not like the explanations of things like that, but I think as a fishing channel, and I'm not saying I know everything about fishing, but I like sharing my knowledge or what happens on the video and explaining it and why and all that. So I want to get into the explanations and the how-tos and stuff like that of fishing, especially my experiences. So hope you guys enjoy that, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to step it up a little bit with my channel and try to give you more tips and my tricks, and maybe you'll learn something from it, just like I learned from all you guys that are out there. I'm learning all the time with you guys, so I'm going to try to put my knowledge out there so people can learn from me also. And I just feel that that's a good channel and good content, because when I'm looking at YouTube channels, I am looking for the fish catches and stuff, don't get me wrong, but if I don't know how to do something, like when Daniel just said, the Ned rig and the drop shot, so I'm sure he's going to go onto YouTube and watch people that are drop shotting and Ned rigging, and I'll do the same with the Ned rigging because I already do the drop shotting. But I got to do a drop shot video. I do have one from last year or the year before. But if I stay up to date and stuff, and I do a drop shot video this year and stuff, maybe Daniel would watch maybe he'd watch my video on how to drop shot, or thousands of people out there that want to learn drop shotting. My video may come across them, and they will watch it, and hopefully I have enough information in there that you can learn from it. That's where I'm trying to focus my channel to this year, is that sort of like how-tos and learning and tips and tricks and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do to my channel this year, along with the fun stuff too. I mean, I'm just saying that's what I think I want to base my channel off of, is so people can learn and see how I do things. So, but I guess I am going to end this. I do glitter. Yes, I have silver, gold, red, or blue. Yes, I have all the glitters you got: orange, holographic, green, purple, blue, navy blue, silver, black. Yeah, I have all the colors you probably would want, Daniel. So you just let me know, and I will talk to you about it, and we will get you squared away on your order, and I'll make them and possibly make them on my next live after Thursday. We'll see how that goes. If I get too many orders, though, I got to do them off camera, because I try to get, when people order the baits, I want to get them out to them within a day or two of them ordering them for me. I try to do the turnaround quicker, so that don't become a problem where people say, oh yeah, I ordered from Off the Hook, but it took 3 months to get the baits. I don't want that to happen. I want to try to get them out there. You place an order, I'm going to start working on them probably the next day and get them out to you within a few days. So that's something for you guys to know also. And we will talk color. I do custom colors and things like that. So there's a lot of options there. So, but yeah, I guess I am going to end this. I really don't like ending it with 11 people in here, but we got 30 likes, so thank you. But I'm going to end it now. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I said, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for coming into my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your comments. Please share us out. Please share Off the Hook out when you get a chance. And that goes for just not my channel. That goes for everybody in the community. If you get a chance, share somebody's video out there. That means a lot, and it can help that creator out a lot if you can do that. And the way I do it is I use my community tab a lot. I try to keep you guys up to date on what's going on with me and my channel, and I also share everybody out on my community tab. And that's one of the best things we can do, guys, is share each other out and support each other. So I thank you. You guys have a great day. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't like it. Hit that alert bell so you can be alerted when I do giveaways and upload new videos. and share us out. And see ya.